Welcome to Rantpocalypse Talks Daredevil Season 2, Episode 6, Regrets Only. I'm Justin.
And I'm Hank.
And in this episode, a lethal foe returns with a vengeance. Foggy and Murdoch risk the firm to ensure justice, and Karen sees a different side of the Punisher.
Which was amazing.
Oh my god, it was so damn good. I'm excited for us to chat about this episode. We're continuing our semi-binge cast. We're going a little bit slower than other folks as we watch and then come back and discuss Season 2 of Daredevil.
But that's all right. We're enjoying it, you know?
Exactly. I'm actually enjoying it a little bit more, doing it a little bit slower than we did for Season 1.
It was stressful last year, yeah.
Yes, it was super stressful, and I'm glad that we're kind of taking our time. We're marinating a little bit on each episode, and we're getting into our top 3 moments. So that's what we're here to do, to give you our top 3 most badass moments from Episode 6. So Hank, kick us off.
Moment number 3. It was just strange because the opening threw me completely off. I was thinking she was going to open that door, you know, and all those friggin' ninja guys are going to, you know, kick some ass. But then we got that whole motorcycle chase and we kind of saw it from the other point of view, which was cool. But it eventually, you know, it caught up and, man, those two fight great together, Elektra and Daredevil.
Yes, they fight so well together. It was so cool just to see how in sync they were as they fought these dudes off. But you're so right. Whenever the episode opened, I was like, what is going on here? Because
I thought I had gone to number 7 or something.
Yeah, exactly. You had some cool little rock music going on as it was opening up, and they're racing to to Elektra's apartment. But it was such a cool fight scene, and God, I loved everything about it. The in-syncness of Matt and Elektra. The humor really caught me by surprise. Basically this whole episode to me was a little bit more lighthearted than everything else that we've seen thus far, especially with Matt and Elektra. But
she's got some great lines that are a lot lighter than I was expecting. Because she thinks she's such a dark character or whatever, but yeah, she does have some great lines.
Well, she reminds me of another dark character that has some great lines, and that's the Joker.
Oh, true.
Yeah, they're both somewhat sociopaths, I guess, right?
Yeah, he's just a little more disturbed.
Yeah, he's a little bit more disturbed for sure. Yeah. I love
she's got a fun side to her. She's a little more playful.
Yeah, exactly. Whenever she knocked that guy out, that final guy, and she knocks him out, and then all of a sudden he falls over just like a second or two later, and then she walks over into the kitchen and takes her mask off, and she's like, "Hungry?"
Hungry? Yeah. That was awesome.
Yes, she is incredible. I think we had a number 3B, and that was that restaurant scene. Matt is confused.
Yeah, he's like, but I'm under a mask. How do you know it's me? What'd she say?
She said, "You can't mask that ass."
Mask that ass.
I'd notice it anywhere.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
She has this goofy smirk on her face when she says, "You can't mask that ass."
She plays with him to make him uncomfortable and everything. And then when they get in the limo, she's like, "Take your clothes off." He's like, "Huh?"
Yeah, exactly. Which, speaking of taking their clothes off in the limo, our number 2 is the gala heist to get the Roxxon Ledger. Yeah. And I'd said that this episode was really fun and lighthearted. Yes, we'll get to some of the less lighthearted moments, but the whole gala heist, it was so much fun. I absolutely loved the makeout scene that they had to get away from the non-Yakuza guys, because apparently, as we see in the ending part of this episode, as that main bad guy shoots everybody in the head, they're not Yakuza. So I don't know who they are.
I don't know.
Do you feel like they're a part of the Hand?
I don't know, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm getting a vibe that we're starting to connect everything in with the Hand here pretty soon. But that gala heist was fun.
The way Matt plays like a, goofy blind guy or whatever is really funny. There was another great line that she had about, "Oh, I'm here because I love people kissing my ass" or something, and the guy was like, "Well, let me be the first."
Oh yeah, as he was kissing her hand and everything. Yeah. Oh, she loves it. And I mean, she definitely eats it up, the attention, as soon as she walks in the room, because I mean, she was definitely looking drop dead, gorgeous, sexy,
amazing in that dress. And when she rips the dress,
oh yeah,
and that one scene to fight, I like those shots too, behind the frosted glass in that little office, and you just see the silhouettes. That was awesome and really like straight out of a comic book too.
No, it was so cool. I had that down as a
Yeah.
for number two. That conference room fight, everything about that.
Really nice.
It's those small details to me of how the show goes a little bit outside of the box to showcase some
yeah.
of their fight scenes, and it was incredible. I had so much fun with this gala heist because it's so different. It was like we're having little mini adventures within this really dark, deep, brooding Daredevil TV show that are a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was cool. It was like a little shield, a little bit of shield thrown
Yeah.
into the middle of Daredevil there. They had this
Exactly.
little spy moment
Yes.
trying to get this ledger. I don't know what the hell's in the ledger because she read most of it in Japanese and then got stuck and said, I don't know what the hell this says.
I don't know. I
But
know,
they're going to go looking to find out what it is, I'm sure.
Yeah, I would hope that they find something out here pretty soon about this. It's an interesting book, this ledger that she found, and of course, this main henchman guy was none too pleased that it got found out. I wonder if he killed poor dude. I cannot remember what his name is for the life of me.
The old dude, it looked like.
Yeah, it looked
He
like
wasn't
he
gonna
could
make
get
it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
sad.
Yeah, it's got to
fate.
have a tie into the hand. That whole thing.
I'm hoping so.
Yeah.
But it was an amazing collection of scenes. It was all fun. They kind of got to be somewhat of a couple again. It looked like they were kind of rekindling the
yeah,
flames.
they work well together.
They do, and they were laughing. And I mean, Matt was even chuckling quite a bit during this whole heist scene. I'm a little bit worried for him that he's gonna get sucked back up.
Yeah.
Into this, the whole allure of Elektra and everything. Hopefully
you can't
not.
help it.
Yeah.
You can't help it.
You definitely can't help it. What is our number one for this episode?
The whole conversation between Frank Castle and Karen. Oh my God, it broke my heart. It was gut wrenching. And even though his talk with Daredevil on the roof, and I got misty eyed or whatever, but here I had like tears and everything. Man tears. He's so good. I mean, Bernthal is just so good as this character.
Yeah, I
He's
would,
really moving me. So.
yeah. That hospital scene, it kind of had a part A and a part B, and they were both fantastic. Part A is when Murdoch and Nelson decide that they're gonna go represent
Take the
Frank
case.
Castle. Yeah, they're gonna
Yeah.
take the case, and you have this great speech from Matt about the fact that maybe Frank Castle doesn't trust this law firm because they represented Grotto, but hey. You see anybody else around
Yeah.
here right now? We're all you got, bro.
No one else is stepping up. Yeah.
Yeah, and of course, it definitely piqued Frank's interest when he said, "Someone in the DA's office wants you dead, Mr. Castle, and we like to know why." That part was great, and then of course the whole scenes with Karen were they were gut wrenching.
I knew that when she showed that picture that he was gonna get into asking about the house. It was what she saw there at the house and all that. So yeah, I knew it was gonna be tough. Did you wonder if he recognized Matt's voice? Because they really did talk a lot, on that rooftop and everything. And I kept thinking, shit, I wonder if he knows who this is.
I feel like Frank has such a one-track mind right now of
Yeah.
retribution and revenge that I think that he's not catching some of the smaller
Okay.
details like that. I don't know, you would think that he would, and I kind of hope that eventually he does find out, because you had that one scene when they were on the rooftops when they were talking back and forth of sometimes I think you really are the devil.
Yeah.
And it was a really cool line from between the two of them. And just like with Elektra and Matt, their chemistry, I think the Punisher and Matt's chemistry are off the charts as well. Like they work really well together. That scene though, whenever he's talking to Karen and he says, "Can I just ask you a question? The kitchen, the
Mhm.
plates, were they on the table or did they get to the sink?" That was the moment where it hit me in the heart. It's
Yeah,
like
for
this
sure.
dude didn't even go back to his house after his family was killed. Super sad moment for
yeah.
Frank. But even with all the sad stuff, I think my favorite moment of the entire exchanges between Frank, Karen, and Foggy and the law firm was whenever he pled not guilty and told
Oh
the
my
DA
God.
Reyes that he was gonna burn you, witch.
Yeah, burn you, bitch. I wasn't sure what he was gonna do. He seemed to be going along too easy with everything. Yeah, no problem. All right, I can do, or whatever he said.
Yeah.
And then he said, not guilty. And we're like, oh shit.
I
He
am.
wants it to go to trial and everything. So
I'm excited. The People versus Frank Castle is what we have to look forward to.
that's gonna be crazy.
What's even crazier to me, the fact that they're gonna put him in Gen Pop, or at least
Oh,
attempt
yeah.
to try and put him in Gen Pop. That's not gonna go well.
No, he's gonna kill a lot of freaking people. And Foggy was like, "No, I'm sure you can defend yourself, but still,
Yeah,
it's a lot of guys against one." I'm still wondering what the DA's deal is and her role in the whole thing, because she's hiding something, that one.
yeah. I
But
almost
I
feel
love
like
when they put her in her place, because
Yeah, oh.
Matt and Foggy have put her in her place now a couple of times.
Matt Foggy and Frank.
Yeah, that's right.
I like the fact that we kind of are setting her up as a villain, but I almost think that she's going to be kind of like a patsy, and she's just
Okay.
a puppet for the larger organization that's probably, I think, pulling her strings.
Right.
And I feel like Frank's family getting killed, I don't know, at this point, maybe it was just kind of just
seems
got caught up.
random.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
like maybe they just got caught in the crossfire, but I also kind of feel that it's a part of this larger thing that's going on.
She's covering up, or she's doing something. Yeah.
Yeah, because Frank didn't die, and so now eventually maybe these memories come back to him and he remembers. Because even in this episode,
Oh,
he
that's
tells
right.
Karen that it's kind of foggy for him. That
But she helped him remember.
Yeah,
some
exactly.
Stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm super excited.
Yeah, we're this is like halfway. How are you feeling about this half so far?
Oh man, I'm thinking that it's been an extremely strong first half of the
Yeah,
season.
I'm with you. Yeah. By the time we get to the end, I'm gonna be like, that killed season one,
I,
and I loved season one, but
Yeah, I mean I'm feeling kind of the
That's how I'm
same way. By episode 6 of season 1 last year, episode 6 was condemned, and that's when he found himself trapped.
with Fisk in the warehouse or whatever.
Well, with
Is
the
that the one?
the Russian guy.
I mean, yeah, the Russian guy.
yeah, the Russian guy in the
And he
warehouse.
talks to Fisk over the walkie-talkie for the first time or whatever.
Yeah, I'm gonna say yeah. I mean, I know I'm getting caught up in the moment as we're watching it, but I think I feel that these first 6 episodes are stronger than the first 6 episodes of last season.
Yeah, I think so too.
Never thought I would say that. I was really worried about this season. I don't know why, but
Oh, really?
well, we talked about it a little.
Well,
bit.
yeah,
Just
losing Steven tonight.
Yeah, losing to Steven tonight really worried me, and the fact that they did this season pretty rapidly, and not in the grand scale of TV shows, because a lot of TV shows they do stuff really quickly, but the fact that they didn't originally have plans
That's true.
for season 2, but then it was so successful, they're like, oh shit, we better do a season 2.
That's why they didn't put a date on Jessica Jones season 2.
Yeah,
They're like, let's kind of continue with the plan, because maybe they got a little sidetracked doing Daredevil season 2. But man, it has paid off.
yeah. Thank you,
Yes.
Netflix, for doing that. I'm so ready to watch episode 7.
Me too.
It's entitled Semper Fidelis. I can't wait to watch it. They're just getting
More Frank
better
Castle.
and better. Yeah, exactly. More Frank Castle, more Elektra, more Frank Castle versus the People.
Yeah.
I'm excited. So yeah, so hit that subscribe button to get more of our thoughts on Daredevil, as well as all of our other videos that we're going to be posting to the channel. We hope you enjoyed our chat on Daredevil Season 2, Episode 6, Regrets Only, and we will see you soon.
Time for number 7. Yeah.
Exactly.